Joining us now is Dr. Terry Neese. She's the CEO founder of the Institute for Economic Empowerment of Women. You can call that IEEW. And she was raised on a farm in southwest Oklahoma, went on to start the Terry Neese Personnel Services. That was a national grassroots network. And she also started, as you know, the Institute for Economic Empowerment of Women, what we just said, IEEW. She's founded and created thousands of jobs, not only in Oklahoma in the Southwest, but across the nation. And she is with us now. Dr. Terry Neese, great to have you with us.
John, good to hear your voice. Thank you very much.
Hey, we're really excited about Small Business Saturday. And in fact, I just did an ad for that. Look, I own a small business, right? And I've owned a number of them throughout my career. And small business is the backbone of America. What people don't realize, Terry, is this. Number one, half of the jobs in America, guess what? Small businesses. Half the jobs, half. And small business is defined, loosely 50 employees or under. But a lot of small businesses like us have 3 or 4 or 5 employees. I mean, that's your traditional small business. We have people depending on us to get paid every week to feed their family, et cetera. And not only that, but get this, Dr. Neese. This is a stunning development in the Trump administration. Do you know that in the last year, 2 out of every 3 new jobs created in America, Dr. Neese, come from small businesses? 2 out of every 3.
Yes. And by the way, yesterday, I must say, I decided to go out and interview with my iPhone. I just took my iPhone and went to small business owners here in Oklahoma City and around, actually not just Oklahoma City, but around Oklahoma City, and talk with small business owners about what they're seeing this year, and are they getting more business, and how is it going for them? And it was just so enlightening. As a small business owner myself, many of these business owners start their businesses with hardly any capital because they can't find the capital.
That's right.
And can't get the loans.
That's right.
And that's what I did. I started with $600 and a prayer that I'd make it through the first month, and built my staffing firm into a very significant firm. So it was great to get out yesterday, and I just walked the streets here in Oklahoma City talking to small business owners about how things are going for them, and it was very, very enlightening and a lot of fun to do. Small business is where it's at. Saturday, small business.
And if you talk to small business owners now, everybody's got a spring in their step because the economy is doing so well. People have money in their pocket to spend. But the thing is, when you shop at a small business, not only do you get good deals and all that stuff, but the difference from the big box is the money is staying in your community, right? Because that's where the business is.
Yes.
It's staying here. Your employees live there, so it stays in the community. Now, so that everybody knows, and I know I've been on this for 3 days, and I'm a big champion of it because I'm a small business owner. This Saturday is officially called Small Business Saturday. Now, this has been going on for about a decade. It's really grown, Dr. Neese. It started out as an idea, and the first couple days after Black Friday, it was okay. But it's done over $100 billion. And it doesn't matter, online, brick and mortar. The key is small business. And it's now becoming an annual tradition that it is the first Saturday after Thanksgiving. And there's a saying that we say that says shopping small provides some big advantages, and most Americans understand why. And I'll tell you the other thing. The majority of my local advertisers on our local radio stations, not our national platforms like our app, but our local stations, are local businesses, Dr. Neese.
Yes. Yeah, and in fact, Job Creators Network Foundation did a survey not too long ago, but in 2018, for every dollar spent during Small Business Saturday, 67 cents remained in the local community. That's huge. And 9 out of 10 respondents to this poll, they believe the shopping holiday has a positive impact on the community. So, like you said, Small Business Saturday, go shop small. find those small business owners out there that you can do business with and spend your money with them.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can do the Black Friday thing and go to the big boxers and wait in line and get jostled around. And I'm sure there's a couple things that we need on Friday. We'll probably do that. But the majority of things that I'm going to buy this Thanksgiving with the sales are going to be on Small Business Saturday. And here's the thing. If you're a holiday shopper and you're looking for a deal, not only can you get great things from small businesses, you're going to find the same thing in a small business you're going to find in a big business. But for, like you said, for every dollar spent during Small Business Saturday, and I just want to repeat this, 67 cents remains in the local community. That's why they're creating 2/3 of all the new jobs, Dr. Neese.
That's right. And I think that will continue. You know, the economy is roaring. We're very blessed to have a good economy. Small business owners are feeling really, really good. They're locked in and feel like they can continue to run their business over the next however many years they want to operate. And that's really critical for small business. A small business needs the community to rally around them. And so Saturday is all about, like they say, shopping small.
Because this is the thing with a small business. And Dr. Neese, when you came on the air, you hit it immediately. They don't have access to the capital that a big business has, a big corporation has, you know, that has millions of dollars of available credit, and they can access it because, and this is part of the other reason, because of the delineation in America of small community banks that got all gobbled up by the big box banks after the meltdown, and we went through Dodd-Frank and whatever. And, of course, all that bailout did was give taxpayer money to the big banks to buy up the little banks who couldn't compete. So back in the day, small businesses were able to have a relationship with their local community banker, right? They went to the same church. They went to the same events. They belonged to the Elk Club together. They had a relationship. So they had access to some capital. That's gone, except for a handful of small credit unions in various states. You can't find a little bank. They're gone. So it's the access to credit that isn't there, which ties the hands of small businesses. And in order to survive, they have to get backing from their local customers, right?
They do. And I think, John, a lot of small business, and I would say it would be a large percentage of small business owners, start their businesses with capital from their family.
That's right.
Or even their friends.
That's right.
That's how they get started. And if they can survive in that fashion and continue to build their business with people coming in to do business with them, they'll be successful and they'll move on and really have a great life as a small business owner. Because it's very tough to get access to capital to do franchising or grow your business. Therefore, it's nice to have family sometimes and friends who will step in, offer some of the capital for you to get started in your business. And that's the way it is all around the country. And by the way, that's the way it is internationally. In many of the international communities in foreign countries, interest rates to borrow money is 24%, 20 to 24%. How would we feel about that here in America?
Well,
that would be a killer for small business.
Well, you wouldn't be able to survive. And the other thing that has really helped the small business growth, Dr. Terry Neese, in America is the Trump tax cut. That has been such a boon to so many small businesses because one of the things you're able to do is there's that right off the top 20% deduction. If you're a sole proprietorship, LLC, whatever, you're able to take 20% right off the top, and that comes off your taxes. Because, see, the majority of small businesses, what happens is the income they make from the business is their income. That goes on their personal taxes. So the fact they can take 20% off. The other big thing is being able to deduct 100% of your capital investment. People don't realize, you know, you're a small business owner. Like this year, my company probably invested more in capital equipment. I've been in business for an 8-year period, this year we invested more in upgrading all of our stuff than the entire other 7 years of our history combined. You know why? We can write all of it off in
Yeah,
1
good for
year.
you.
That's why we
Yes.
did it.
Yes, yeah. Well, there's and the tax cuts, Trump tax cuts have been great for small business. Here's the deal, as you know, John, those tax cuts expire for small business and the middle class in 2025. So we need to step forward and author legislation to make sure that that becomes permanent for small business and the middle class. So because we have no idea in 2025 who's going to be president, who's going to control the House and Senate. Therefore, we need to make sure that the Trump tax cuts, yes, become permanent. Absolutely.
You need to lock it in and take it out of the politicians' hands. You're on the John Fredericks Radio Network. We're with Dr. Terry Neese, CEO and president and founder of the Institute for Economic Empowerment of Women, IEEW. And she built her business in Oklahoma and then expanded it out nationally. She created and founded a very powerful staffing firm. Now, I want to tell you something else, Dr. Neese. November consumer sentiment beat expectations again. According to the University of Michigan, it rose for the third straight month in the face of the Democrats' economic fear-mongering, saying that we were going to get coal for Christmas.
Yeah, well, small business owners' optimism really continues to edge up in 2019. I mean, you know, there's a recent Gallup poll of small business owners that they indicate that they are showing strength in employment. They're hiring people. Job creation is great. So income is good. You've got the tax cut situation that we've gone through. And so I believe we're going to have more and more people step out and say, I want to start my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur. And there's nothing, as you know, John, there's nothing as great other than your family, of course, going out and starting your own small business and being able to employ people yourself and provide jobs for people. Well, by the way, we've found jobs in the staffing world in Oklahoma. We've found jobs for a little over 37,000 Oklahomans. And that's a real blessing.
It really is. We're looking to hire people now. We've got ads in, and we've been trying to interview some people as our company grows. But, I mean, as you mentioned this, I remember us starting this radio network 8 years ago, and basically I started with $600. It's and you had no money coming in, and it was like, how do we get through the first month, second month, and go out and sell ads and try to do something that no one else has done. And of course, no one believes in it either because of how many small businesses fail. But, it takes a tremendous amount of work when you own a small business. I mean, it's 7 days a week, 15, 16 hours a day I've worked, and holidays, whatever, in order to get it off the ground. And so now you look at Trump's economic record, 6.7 million jobs have been created since President Trump took office. 6.7 million new jobs. Job growth has surpassed 100,000 jobs in 32 out of 35 months. How does this guy not get reelected?
I think he would. I think he definitely will be reelected. I mean, if you talk to people really about the economy, let's stay on the economy. The economy is doing really, really well all across the nation. And one comment about job creation, I mean, over the course of this year, 2019, I think it's almost 2 million jobs have been created, and unemployment has dipped to 3.5%. That's the lowest since Americans walked on the moon. That's just huge.
Well, we're actually almost at full employment now, because if you've taken any economics class, when you get to 3.2, 3.1, 3.3 unemployment, that is what we call permanent transitional unemployment. People just going from one job to another job. So when you get to the 3%, it's almost, it's basically full employment. So that's where we are. I mean, you can't meet anybody today without a job that wants a job, right? You can't find them.
Well, and by the way, in my staffing firm, which is now has been turned over to my daughter. My daughter runs that now. But we have a lot of jobs that are going for wanting. We can't find people to fill these jobs that we have.
Right.
So what does that say to you? It says that, obviously the unemployment level is very low, and there are very few people out there looking for jobs.
Right. Well, the other thing it does, it drives up wages, right?
Yes.
Because you're competing for a smaller pool. I mean, we have an ad in now for a producer. The last time I put one in, I probably got 20 resumes in the first, two weeks. Now I've gotten 3 in a month, and rates have gone. I can't pay what I paid when Obama was president. You got to pay more because it's the competition has driven up wages. I don't really care what the minimum wage is. The minimum wage is now, in reality, it's so much higher because you're competing for quality workers who are making more money.
Well, that's right. I mean, wages have increased 3% over the prior 12 months, which, is spectacular. And this is the 15th consecutive month that year-over-year wage growth has been at or above 3%. So we're, I hate to use the word again, roaring, but the economy is really roaring. And unemployment, it remains near historic lows.
That's right.
That's good for America. It's good for Americans, and it's good for small business. So shop small on Saturday.
That's right. Shop those small businesses.
Going.
Dr. Neese, I've only got 2 minutes. You're the CEO and founder of the Institute for the Economic Empowerment of Women. Tell me about your organization. What was the vision when you started it? Where's it going?
The Institute for Economic Empowerment of Women was started almost 14 years ago to really help women entrepreneurs around the world. Now, we love men, and this is not a ding on men at all. It just so happens that we're educating women in various countries around the world. So we have been in business in this nonprofit for 14 years. We've graduated about 800 women with entrepreneurial skills, business plan, marketing skills, their financial statements, those kinds of things. And they have created almost 16,000 jobs for their countrymen and women. We're operating right now in Africa and in Afghanistan. And we're having enormous success in that realm. So we're thrilled with what we've been able to do in teaching women how to step out, start their own business, grow their business, even if they can't borrow money. And it's happening, and we're being very, very successful in these particular areas.
It's a great thing you've done, Dr. Terry Neese, in being able to find ways to empower women, especially in opening so many small businesses, and we encourage you to keep doing that. And it's really an honor to talk to you. I've heard about you from different people. It was great having you on today. I want to wish you and your family, your daughter, a very happy Thanksgiving, and let's just keep up the good work. Again, everybody, Small Business Saturday, right? Everybody knows about Black Friday. Everybody's going to the big boxers. I get it. We all get it. But Saturday, there's going to be other things you want to get a deal on. Look for your small businesses in your local communities. They've got deals too. And remember, they're creating 2 out of every 3 new jobs in America. 2 out of 3. Think about that. Half the people employed in this country are working for small businesses. Without your support, this couldn't happen. So get a good deal, do the right thing, Small Business Saturday. Dr. Neese.
Thank you, John, very much. And hey, shop small on Saturday.
There you go. Shop small.